Hello and welcome to the Corso Italian Wine Club for January 2026. My name is Jill Erber. I am the owner of Corso Italian, and we are going to be focusing on three very special wines this month. These are all wines that are shaped by the spirit of the earth in which they are grown. We have our wine duo here and our premium selection. Let's get started. The first, we're going far, far south in Italy to the region of Campania, which is in the far southwest, right along the ocean there, home of the very famous Mount Vesuvius and Pompeii. So the reason we are focusing here is because the soils in this region are, needless to say, highly volcanic. In fact, these two wines are grown on the slopes of Mount Vesuvius. So that should tell you a little something about how regionally reflective these wines are going to be. The first is an ancient indigenous grape. I'm going to switch these because I have them in the wrong order. The first is an ancient indigenous grape called Falanghina. Falanghina is famous for its bright, crisp, sort of stony notes. You're going to get some white stone fruit here. You're going to get a beautiful minerality. So minerality is one of the hallmarks of wines coming from this region just because of that super special volcanic soil. So this is a really cool producer called Serrevulcani, which means volcanic ridges. And that name actually reflects this amazingly sort of outlandish, crazy looking landscape around this Mount Vesuvius. And so it's just a gorgeous landscape, and it makes wines that are truly one of a kind. So this is our Falanghina, beautiful white wine. It's going to highlight any sort of lighter dishes. Seafood, needless to say, lighter, creamier cheeses. You can't go wrong with this one. Our next wine is the Piedirosso, which is another ancient Italian indigenous grape. This is a red grape, and it's famous for its sort of medium-bodied but beautiful, like fruit-forward kind of notes, but excellent acidity. It's one of the most food-friendly wines you're going to come across. And even though it is a red wine, it is still highly fresh and frisky, and so it really goes beautifully because of that acidity with such a huge spectrum of foods, everything from lighter chicken dishes all the way to red sauce dishes to steak. So you cannot go wrong. This is by the same producer. This is Serrevulcani. Super beautiful terrain there. And on to our premium selection for the month. We're going all the way from the south of Italy in Campania, way up to the northwest of Italy in the Piedmont region. But just because we're changing regions does not mean this wine is not also highly reflective of its very special earth, again, in which these grapes are grown. So the special thing about the Piedmont is the earth is not volcanic, but it is based on an ancient seabed. And so you get these beautiful limestone and chalky soils that give way to some of the most beloved, collected wines in the world. So this is the Labioca, which means sort of the stubborn one, which I love. Like someone who's hard-headed, you would call them Labioca. And this is their Barolo Aculi. And the word aculi means thorny, because Nebbiolo grape, which this is 100% Nebbiolo, is often thought of as being a little bit more tannic and structured and intense and really age-worthy. And so the word thorns is kind of a joke, a little tongue-in-cheek about the intensity of Barolo wine. So this is a beautiful example. This is the 2019 and still has years to go where it can be laid down and aged. But the wonderful thing about it is sublime right now. So you can enjoy this with any sort of red meat, any sort of game, rich pastas. It is a beautiful food wine. And it's like one of my favorites. So I'm super excited about this one. And with that, I will say goodbye until next month. Thank you so very much.